Hey guys, Jacob here, and today we are going to go over my week one of my training for the Boston Marathon, which has been postponed to September 14th as of right now, and also afterwards go over my general plan that I have laid out for that race. Week by week, maybe some of the main points like mileage and workouts and stuff like that. But before we get started, if you guys want to see more of my channel, and you enjoy this video or the first video I posted, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also make sure to hit that notification button so you can see when any new videos are going up on the channel. But without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys. So talking about my last week of training, which would be my week one. So really, right now, it's all about easy running, doing this base building. Just building that aerobic base at the bottom of the pyramid before we go into like workouts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna just show you guys my Strava and all the runs from last week. I kept it short and sweet, all my runs, just trying to keep low mileage for the first few weeks, getting back into training so I don't get injured or anything like that, and just building that base. So let me turn off my camera here, and I'll show you guys the Strava posts. Yeah, that's a meme. Don't worry about it. But yeah, as you can see here, this as of April 28th, so that was last week, Monday. Um, I posted my first run up on Strava, and it was, as you can see here, 4.37 miles. A little fast on the pace there. I was pretty excited being back and running. It just was really nice to be back and, back in it. And my knee was feeling really good because I've had some knee issues in the past, as you may be aware. Probably not, though. I probably haven't mentioned that. But yeah, I had IT band syndrome for a while last year. So I've been fighting that, but it felt great there, so I was really happy about that, and I got a little excited, so I was going a little fast. That's why there's the "it is what it is" meme. Don't worry about that though. And then again, we got 4 miles, 6:59 pace. That's a little slower. Still maybe not easy. I would call my easy run maybe 7:15, 7:15 pace. But if it feels easy, it feels easy, and I was feeling good, so I just did that, and then I didn't feel like I was killing myself or anything. So easy four, another easy four. That was that was a little fast. I don't know. I got excited. Basically, I have no excuse for that one. It just kind of happened. Um, and then here we go. Ignore those captions. Yeah, I ran with a friend, my boy Patrick. Hey, shout out to Patrick Bowman. Lovely man. Um, anyways, we did a nice run together. I gave him a tour of the neighborhood. As you can see, 6.5 miles to end that week, a little longer than the other runs, and that got me to a total of 18.9 miles here, as you can see. So, 4.3, 4, 4, 6.5. So, all these runs are just kind of easy runs getting back into it. Obviously, they might not have been as easy as they should have been. Um, but it is what it is. I'm gonna try to work on it, make it take it a little easier over the next few weeks, because the plan is to do about 4 to 6 weeks of easy running, depending on how I feel and stuff like that, and eventually implementing like strides and hill work and stuff like that towards like week 3, week 4, something like that, depending on how I feel. Um, but yeah, so that was that, and then today I did a nice 6 mile run at a relatively easy pace. Again, could be a little easier, could be around that 7:15, but I was feeling pretty good, so I just went for it. And it was a little hot, but hey, but that's this week, and we're talking about last week. So yeah, easy running, 18.9 miles. That was my last week. And so now I want to talk to you guys about my Boston Marathon training. Now that we've kind of done a recap of my last week, week one of my training for Boston Marathon, which by the way I do all my easy running in the Glycerin 17s by Brooks. They're just it's their more cushioned daily trainer, and it's nice. I like it. It's just nice, good for those easy runs, real nice and cushioned stuff like that. So trying to protect the legs. Um, but yeah, so now that we've done that, let's talk about my Boston Marathon training. So if we go here, I got it up on my screen. So I basically just went ahead and I made a training plan. Very general. I didn't get too specific with workouts and stuff like that, but I did do some research. So there's some research here. I did some research on Runner's World, where they would say, you do your base, then you prep you start doing workouts. then you peak here and you're doing speed work and stuff like that. So, and then you taper. And I've also done some research off of Seth James D'Amour's YouTube channel, which if you haven't checked him out, he is a pretty good YouTuber that I would definitely recommend you looking into because he's a fast boy and he knows what he's doing. Um, so then here is my training. So as you can see here, I have listed starting at May 11th my training, and uh, since the thing that changed will change this is that I have started 2 weeks before May 11th, meaning that what you see here isn't exactly what I'm going to be doing on the week of May 11 and May 18. I'll be doing more like 30 to 35 miles since I'll be hitting, I hit 18.9, then this week's I'll hit like 25, and then maybe another 25 or a 30, and then like a 35. So that this whole thing is subject to change, so that will be something that'll be different. Um, but I'll just be over these next few weeks. I'm just making sure to do some weightlifting, maybe some biking, trying to get that cross training in and build up that aerobic base and strengthen the legs to try to prevent injuries later in my training. So yeah, this week here of May 11 will probably be 30. This one will probably be 35, maybe upwards of 40. So then, these will be adjusted accordingly as well. Um, so, but here's the plan. So, I'll probably do 40 this week, 50 this week, and then maybe 55, and then I'll just keep the rest the same. So as you can see, there is some doubles I have going on. Starting on the week of June 8, I start doing doubles here. I do one day where I have 5 easy, 5 easy. Um, and then from there on out, I do some doubles as well. So I've never done doubles before, so I don't really know how that's gonna go. But I figure as long as I'm careful about it, I'll be okay. As long as I'm not getting injured, I'll do anything I can not to get injured during this training plan. Um, oh, oops. And then, yeah, around week 6, as you can see, I planned a recovery week. So, that's just a week where you drop your mileage and it actually allows you to get stronger and get gains from that, physical gains from that, and actually peak higher at the end of your training plan. So it's just a way to like rest your legs and get ready for the next block. So for me, that was this whole area here. Oh, not that. This area here is just like base building. So these 6 weeks or so, um, and gradually building the long run. So by the end of this base building, you can see I have a 14 easy long run. And so then we have that recovery week. We drop to like 40 or something like that. And then we shoot up to maybe, I'll probably shoot to 65, 70 might be a little aggressive. Um, since we're going to be adding speed work to our training, and you don't want to add too many stresses when you go to uh, a new block in your training. So then here we have our tempo block. So um, during this block, you're going to have long repeat workouts and tempo runs. So, and um, this is kind of based off the Runner's World guideline for building a marathon training plan. So, as you can see, I kept it kind of vague after the first week. I have yet to go in here and actually make the specific workouts for these. But I'll probably take a lot of the workouts from what I have in my old Boston Marathon training plan because I liked a lot of those workouts. So I'll be throwing a lot of those in here as we go. Um, and so there we have that, and so that's like a few weeks. I might end up having that be like 4 weeks because I really do like the tempo workouts. And then we have our kind of final block, which is when we're peaking. So this is where we're going to be doing quick stuff, speed play. So like we're talking fartlicks, maybe some short tempo runs, also short fast repeats and stuff like that, just to like get the when you're peaking, you don't want to do anything too crazy. You just want to be doing a lot of speed, um, and maybe not super long stuff. So yeah, so we got some long repeat workouts. We got some tempo work, kind of a nice little variety there. And then taper comes week 14, which will be week of August 24th. And here I kept it really vague, but these are going to be nice and easy workouts, um, where you're really it's all about speed, because that's the most important thing during taper, is that you're prioritizing speed work over anything else. You're just trying to do things at your goal pace for whatever race that may be, or even faster. Um, and then yeah, so then we do our taper. That's the 3 weeks, because that's kind of the recommendation. Some people will say do just a 2 week taper, but when I was watching like Seth James Demore and stuff, he did a 3 week, and he really likes it that way. So I figured I might just well give it a shot. Honestly, I'm just experimenting at this point in my life, because this will be my second marathon. So like, I'm just messing around, seeing what works best for me, and trying different things to, so that in the future, if I decide to pursue like marathons further, then I can have a really honed in thing that works best for me. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the general plan. That's the general layout. Again, we'll just go over the miles real quick. So we'll have about 30 first week here, and then 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 40, and then we'll go to like 65 or 70. The 70, we're peaking at 75. We do that for 4 weeks. Then we start shooting down 70, 60, 40, and then 30 before race day. And yeah, race day, baby. uh, and there's a little graph just to give you a visual of kind of what it's going to look like. That's not exactly what it'll end up being. I'll change things accordingly based on how I'm feeling. Um, but that is a general little visualization of my training for Boston. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I uh, talked about my week one of training for the Boston Marathon, which happened 2 weeks earlier than I anticipated, but that's because I already had taken a month off and I just wanted to start up. I was bored, so during this quarantine, man, I just want to run. That's really all I want to do. So, started 2 weeks early last week, and we went over that. So that was 18.9 miles, nice and easy. And we'll continue to do that nice and easy for another 4 to 6 weeks, depending on how I'm feeling. If I feel like I can maybe move on at workouts and stuff like that. And then we went over the Boston Marathon, my general layout for my training plan, and some of the mileage, and where I start to incorporate workouts and stuff like that in the different blocks. So yeah, I hope this video was like helpful for you guys, maybe insightful even if you are looking to do a marathon in the future and you're wondering what to do with training plans and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified of when any new videos are up. And having said all of that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.